Hi Scrappy friends, thanks for joining me today. Today I have a layout share for all of the projects that I made in October of 2022. I apologize for the delay in this, but as we've all been going through the fall months, you may know that a lot of people lately have been coming down with all kinds of colds and flus, and COVID is still out there, and I've just been under the weather and then on vacation, and it's just been a very, very busy time of year for me. But I'm back and I'm hoping to get quite a few videos filmed and posted for you guys of the projects that I've been working on, because even though I haven't been filming YouTube videos, I have still been scrapbooking. So let's dig in and see what I made in the month of October. So the first thing I created, and I apologize for the glare on this pocket page, is this Fall Stories pocket page. And I'll just try to do some close-ups here of the individual cards and photos. And this is from, I believe it's from October, just random stories from October and November of 2014. That's how far behind I am in scrapbooking. So, you know, if you ever feel like you are really behind, just know that I'm right there with you guys. What I did for this is I just went to my stash kit. I have a stash kit, and if you guys are interested in seeing the stash kit, let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do a video walkthrough of my stash kit, which I'm constantly adding to. But this is just all stuff in my stash. I fussy cut some cards. I used some pattern paper to make cards. Just a really simple and easy flat pocket page project lifestyle layout. Now on the back, I have another pocket page that I made, and this is using some of the papers from Vicki Boutin's print shop collection. So I used a couple of the papers that already had the 4x6 cards, and I just embellished them. And then I also fussy cut some of the tags out of the tag paper. And let me do some close-ups. This title card was stamped using some Ellie Studio tile alpha stamps, which I really love. Those are probably one of my favorite alphas. And then here, these are all from the Vicki Boutin chipboard that comes with the print shop collection. Other than that, there's not a ton of embellishing on here. I really spent most of my time stamping out the title card. So that was just a quick and easy page because I happen to have a lot of photos and a lot of stories from this night. So I devoted a whole 12x12 pocket page to that story. This is a page that I made for my little scrapbook store for one of my Friday lives at lunch. And this was for our October challenge, which was to scrapbook something that makes you feel cozy. I used the new Paige Evans Garden Shop collection. And this is a 6x8. Actually, it's a slightly larger than 6x8. It's a 7 by, let's see, 7x8 1/4. It's an outside of the page protector page that's going to go into my 6x8 All About Me album. And I created a little flip up so that I could have my hidden journaling under here. And I did some embellishing on the top part of the flap. My photo, thickers, some of the enamel buttons that came in the collection. And this was inspired by a Page Maps 8.5 by 11 sketch. Next up, I have a stash kit layout. This is another one from my stash kit, guys. Use up the stuff that you have so you can make room for all the new stuff. I had some of these old vellum leaf die cuts, and I think I used some wet glue to adhere them down, so I'm not crazy. It's a little bit tacky still. I'm not really crazy with how those adhered, but I really do like the color scheme for this layout. I like the shininess of the washi and that I was able to mix 3 different metallics on this page. I used up this big gold ampersand, which I wasn't sure how I was going to use that. And then I had a lot of those foam title thickers from the Kate and Ash collection, which if you know me, you know that I'm living in a house full of boys. So the Kate and Ash collection, I really didn't have much to scrapbook with it, but I was able to get one of those title thickers on here. It just says UGG, and this is just about how my husband went away and had a wonderful trip in Europe for a couple of weeks. Came home and we went out to dinner to talk about his trip, and we got in a fender bender that night. So that's why I have my little UGG title. Here's another layout. Actually, this one I made for my little scrapbook store for the design team. This is using the Simple Stories Say Cheese at the Park Frontier collection. So this is more Frontierland themed, but what it has in there is a lot of great nods to Toy Story and nods to the characters of Woody and Jessie, their hats, their boots, their vests. So it's not just for pictures at Frontierland. I actually used it for this picture of my son, who just decided that he wanted to dress up as Woody in his Woody costume. I got some Heidi Swap photo corners on there. These are some old thickers that I had that I thought really went well with the collection, and there were foam stars in there as well. I have some of the adhesive brads, the enamel dots, the foam stickers, and then what I did was, this is a 3x4 cut apart from the collection, and I just layered stickers and foam stickers over the original pictures in this 3x4 card, just to give them a little bit more dimension. And then I stamped a label and added my date. And then this is the one that I did for the live, my Friday live in my little scrapbook store. I used the Say Cheese at the Park Tomorrowland edition, and this was really fun. This is based off of a Victoria Marie sketch, the sketches that she provides exclusive to her patrons on Patreon. I have a Happy Scrappin' Studio piece of flair here, and then I just had fun making little scenes of my son in his Woody costume and my nephew in his Buzz Lightyear pajamas. So, you know, I thought this was the perfect collection for that. And then they're going to go side by side in my album. So that way I have the Woody themed and the Buzz themed layouts. These silver dots are the drops from Pink Fresh Studio. They're awesome. I really love these embellishments. This was a die cut from somewhere from my stash that I just colored with red ink, a tab from my stash, and then the rest is all the Simple Stories Say Cheese at the Park collection. Next up, I made a couple of Halloween tags, and these were using a digital printable collection that Erica from California Lucky was selling in her Etsy shop, and they were really cute, and I couldn't resist, and I made some fun layered Halloween tags, and I had attached them to my son's little gift bags for their Halloween gifties that I gave them this year. And then I took the tags off because I wanted to keep them before the boys roughed them up a little too much. I added in some old, I think these actually are Altenew enamel dots and stars, and I just layered the different die cuts out from the collection, and these are all the papers that are in the collection. And I punched it with a tag punch, added some twine, and there you go. I finally finished up the last class from the November 2020 Scrapbook and Cards Today Crop and Create Delivered event, I guess, which was Nicole Nolasad's class. And this was a 2-page layout, and it was all about collaging. So here's my 2-page layout. I have not added, let's see if I can get that all in the frame here. Yep, that's pretty much all in the frame. I have not added in my photos yet. I am really trying to think about what I want to add in, but these hearts were made all from, we made a large collage of different scraps and then traced the hearts and cut them out. I did some ink blending and splatters and black enamel dots to give a pop of black. And I love that she had us use these Halloween thickers, because I would not have thought to use the Halloween thickers on a non-Halloween page. So there's that, and I'll take pictures of that once I get photos added to it. And finally, I have a few pocket page layouts I'm going to share. So I was able to catch up on a few months of my kids' 2021 Month in the Life project. So this is September for my older son. And it's just using this Simple Stories collection that was out about, I think it was out 2 years ago. So here's September. Oh, let me raise it up so you don't get the glare. Just really easy, simple, little stories. So I got all of September done, all of October done, and half of November. So here's October. And my boys really love these pages because it's just little stories, and the stories are all about them. And they get to see a lot of pictures in one location. And then here is November, the first half of November. And then I got a few pages in my younger son's finished as well. I got September and half of October. So here we have the September pages. And it's just a great place for me to add all of these little stories, you know, that really don't warrant having a whole huge 12 by 12 page devoted to them. So I just make a pocket, and then we have all these little pictures, and they just really love it. And that's it. That is what I made in October. So thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would give this a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you're notified when I get new videos uploaded. And I made a lot in November, so it's only halfway through the month. So I'm excited to show you all of my November creations next month. Thanks for watching. Bye.